Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever since I have filmed or anything like that. So today I want to do a highly requested video. I get asked this all the time, mostly in like Facebook and my Instagram, how I edit my photos and stuff like that. So I know there's a whole bunch of these videos here on YouTube, but I wanted to also share this on some of my other platforms. And yeah, I'm gonna be trying to look at you guys and do this at the same time. We're gonna see how it works because it's been a minute since I've done one of these. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let me do this. Let me do this right quick. Let me okay, am I looking right? Okay, I think I'm looking good. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go into the Facetune app. So I use Facetune to edit most of my photos when it comes to like skin perfecting and stuff like that. This photo is actually on my recent photo on my Instagram if you guys haven't seen it. But I actually just did this makeup look, and as you can see, I took a whole bunch of photos. So I'm just gonna pick the most recent one because I haven't even chosen which one I really like. So we're gonna just do this most recent one right here, as we can see. So first thing, there's a lot of different things at the bottom. I know that there's a Facetune 2 app, and on that, I believe that one is free. I believe. I've had this Facetune app forever. I think I paid like $5 for it. So yeah, as you can see at the bottom, there's a whole bunch of different little things on here that you can use, different tools and stuff. First thing I'm going to do is go to canvas and crop. I'm going to crop out like this doorknob, as you guys can see, and my tank top that I have on. I'm going to just crop that little piece out. Yeah, we'll do that. And there we go. So this is how the portrait's actually going to look. I like to kind of zoom in and just see if there's any little imperfections that I want to smooth out. I don't want my face to be too smooth because then it looks like cartoonish. So I don't mind having some texture on the skin, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and click on smooth. And for that, I like to get really close because there's certain areas, especially like around my mouth, that I am going to smooth. Just right around that mouth area. But you know, little tiny imperfections, like that little bump that you guys can see right there. I kind of smooth that away. There's always a little bit of texture on my brows. I'll kind of smooth that out. I don't really use this feature too much, as you guys can see. And this little blue button on the bottom right corner, you can press it and it shows you like what the photo looked like before and after. As you guys can see, there's not much of a difference. I have a sunspot by my mouth, like right around here. You guys can probably see it on the camera. I just kind of smooth that out for the betterment of the photo. All right, now we're gonna go into details. And when I use this, I like to detail like the earrings I have on. It just makes things pop a little bit. I will pop out my highlight a tad. I always detail my eyeball so it looks a lot more clear. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side too. And we'll detail the lips a little bit. Make it look a little bit more glossy or whatever. All right, and then another thing I like to detail really lightly is like my collarbone. Make that pop a little bit. Honestly, like that's pretty much what I do. Sometimes I like to go and blur out the background even more, but Typically when I'm taking photos with my camera, it already kind of has that bokeh effect where it blurs out the background. But if you want it to look even more blurred, you know, you can go and do that. So I'll just blur it out for the sake of this photo. And there we go. So that's how it looked before and after. It's a really slight difference. You might not have even been able to tell. Next app I'm going to go into is the VSCO Cam app. I know a lot of people use this app, and I use it too. So I'm going to go to Studio, open up that photo that we just edited on the Facetune app, and at the bottom you'll see an X and like these lines, and then a upload, and then kind of like this settings button. So I'm going to click that second button, which is like the little lines, and this is where you can play with the exposure and stuff like that. So, you know, typically if I want it a little bit brighter, you can make the number go up. I normally go a little bit, I will darken the photo, and then contrast, you know, you kind of play around with that. I typically go down in that just a little bit. Sharpen, which clarifies the photo a little bit more. I will mess with that a little bit. Clarity makes it even, it gives it more of a crisp effect. So I will kind of play around with that. I mean, look, if you go too much, it looks like sketched almost. But to really make that photo look super duper clear, you can mess around with that. The white balance. This is important, like if your temperature on your camera is too orangey or too blue, you can kind of correct it with the white balance. So sometimes I mess with it. I'll mess with it a little bit here. And then at saturation, which kind of brings in some more warmth into the photo. And I typically mess with that just a little bit. Especially if I forget to, you know, change the settings on my camera. Excuse me, beforehand, I will just correct it in that VSCO app. So that is how the photo ends up looking. And yeah, for the most part, those are the two apps that I use the most. And it really doesn't take me a long time to edit. I think the most challenging part is figuring out the right photo to choose. And I always, when I take my pictures, I like to take a good amount, as most women do, you know, so we can get that perfect photo. But yeah, I know this video is not super long, but I just wanted to show you guys because I get asked that a lot. But it doesn't take me much time. I always say, you know, the bulk of a good photo, especially when it comes to, you know, beauty related, it is your technique. I mean, there's only but so much editing we can do in the world. And, you know, when I take my photos, I don't mind editing. You know, I really don't. But I just, when I do edit and I post it, I like to try to make it look as realistic as possible. So when people actually see me, they're not like, is that you? Because I don't know. Basically, just, you know, tweak a little bit, but still, you know, as you guys can see here, there's no editing on the video. I don't look that much different than the photo. I know it's super short or whatever, but I wanted to touch on this. And again, I'm so sorry that I've been away for a while. Forgive me, but I'm back. I'm gonna do my best to upload more and film more content. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.